If you need a driver's logbook for your EV for business, you need to know where did you go and how far, how many kilowatt hours did you charge, and you don't want to write all of this down yourself, then Tronity is exactly what you need. Tronity connects to your car, a lot of brands are supported, and in the app or in the browser you can see all of this data. You can also manage a whole fleet of EVs and see where they charge at home or for business. Check them out in the link in the description below. Hello everyone and welcome to the new Audi Q4 E-Tron.
I had my chance but I screwed it up once more. It's been years and it still kills me. Your dynamite's so fucking pretty. Hold on, darling, don't let me down. We feel it too right, so until next time I'll leave alone and just like that you're back to being sober. You feel it too right, so until next time.
Different than the Q6 or the Q8, the Q4 is on the MEB platform, Volkswagen's platform. So the ID4, ID3, ID7, then Skoda Enyaq, Skoda Elroq, Cupra Tavascan, Cupra Born, and the Ford Explorer are all on the same platform, the MEB platform. This car, since it's an SUV, is the brother car to the ID4, Skoda Enyaq and the Ford Explorer and the Cupra Tavascan. We have here the quattro version, all-wheel drive, 250 kilowatt. We have a 210 kilowatt motor in the back, the newest motor. This is the newest version of this platform. We have the new hardware, new battery, a new motor, like I said. In the front we have a 70 kilowatt motor, but the maximum output of the battery is 250 kilowatt. In here we have an 82 kilowatt hour battery, 77 kilowatt hours can be used. Range at WLTP is around 550 kilometers. AC, this car can charge with 11 kilowatt. DC, a peak of 185 kilowatt. The trunk is a good size, and since it's the SUV version, there's a Sportback version as well. We have this thing that you can take out. In the Sportback version, this doesn't exist. We have a second floor where you can put your charging cable, and even a third floor where another cable could fit. There is no trunk. And different to other MEB platform cars, there is no 12-volt outlet here in the trunk. But what we have here that the other cars don't have is that you can close the trunk and lock the car with one button. I love these things. On the back seats we have really enough room. I have so much leg room. This is hard plastic, this is nice and soft. I can even put my feet under the front seat. The seat is on the lowest position and it's on my height, 180 centimeters, 6 feet. I also have a tiny bit of leg room. There are two lights here in the middle since this does not have the panoramic roof. We have air outlets here in the back. I can change the temperature. No seat heating in this car. I'm sure you can have it in the Q4. And we have two USB-C here and the 12-volt outlet that is missing in the trunk. On the front seats, it's a bit a different layout. Number one, we have all four window opening buttons, where in Volkswagen, for example, you only have the two for the front and then you have to press to adjust the rear. We have our seat memory here in the door and locking, unlocking, but still have the whole shebang for your electric seat adjustment. This car also doesn't have massage function. We have seat heating, but that's it. And what's different here also to other MEB platform cars, we have like the Enyaq, little pedal shifters to adjust the regen if you are in D. When you are in B, then you have strongest regen, you don't need that. And we have the gear selector in the middle, also like the Enyaq. That means we have more sensitivity settings for the rain sensor, because the gear change that Volkswagen has here is gone. And we have more buttons on the steering wheel, since the adaptive cruise control has all the buttons here on the extra stock, the same as the Q6 and the Enyaq. You can do all of this here, and if you want self-steering on and off, you can press here the indicator. The layout of the car is also a bit different. Like I said, we have the gear selector here, we have a start-stop button here, not like Volkswagen here. We have assist system, a real button, drive select, so for your drive modes, parking sensor, ESC off. Then we have a volume control, also next song, previous song, or display off. And the volume thing is when it's a haptic feedback button, so if you do a circle movement, then it gets louder. and or quieter, and our climate is all here. I haven't found too many settings in the system, a few but not a lot, and all of your settings is here. We have seat heating, temperature, and I also found out, like in other MEB platform cars, when there's nobody sitting on the right side here, it doesn't go into eco. I can put the whole climate into eco, but this side that it only heats up or cools down the driver's side, this doesn't exist in here. You also get greeted by the privacy setting as in other MEB platform cars, but you also get greeted if you are the user that you have logged in, so you have to do that twice. The cockpit is also totally different. It's bigger, where the display here in the middle is smaller than in Volkswagen, for example. I can change the view from this to this. There's also other views that you can select. And then I can go even into reduced view, where it gets really small, and then I have to go in here and turn it on again, and then I can see, I have to think, here you can have your short-term memory, your average consumption, your range, long-term driving data, if you're tired, driving assist, and your speed limit warning. And then on top you can go through your car setting, your media, telephone, and your navigation. And this navigation can be like this. That's no other MEB platform car does this. That's pretty cool. In the home screen you only have 3 things, and you can see that the map is pretty small. And overall, if you want to change this, you press this, and you can only choose 4 different things that you can see: media, navigation, phone, or time. And that's it. There's nothing else that you can have in here, and then it's only the first page. The next page is all of your apps and all of your things, and that's it. Here we have 4 shortcuts, and on the first one I put in my favorites, because I have here under car vehicle favorite, I have the sound for the overspeed warning that I want to turn off right away, and that's nice that you can have this. And I wanted to have a shortcut for the lane assist turn off, but this doesn't work very well, because when you go in here you get into the menu, but to turn it off you have to go back, and then you're in the normal assist message, and here you have to turn this off. And this is something that is annoying. The same as when you press the normal assist button, you have to scroll down. It's not on the top like in Volkswagen, just switch off. No, you have to go down here, and when you say that you don't want the lane assist, you even have to confirm that. That's a bit annoying. But it's time to drive, and like I said, if you go into gear, you're first in D, where you can choose the region with the pedal shifters, and if you do it again, you're in B. Drive select, you have to press it harder. Efficiency, comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual. And if you go in dynamic, you hear it, the pedestrian warning sound is way louder, and it's even when you drive above, it's a driving sound. It's always on. In comfort, that's gone. And there's even a range mode if you need that. When it comes to driving, it's exactly the same as the MEB brothers and sisters. Since we have the same motor, same suspension, it feels the same, regen is the same, power is the same. The 250 kilowatts are really amazing, even in comfort mode. No problem, it's all-wheel drive, it's good acceleration. Regen is not very strong. It's not like in the Q6 where we had really one-pedal driving. This doesn't exist with the MEB platform cars, but suspension is amazing. Loudness in here is really good. We're gonna go on the highway and test that out as well, of course, and the acceleration and everything at top speed. But it's a really nice car to drive. Steering is precise, not too hard, not too soft, and you can adjust it in the drive modes. You can have your individual drive mode where you can adjust a few things, but not as many things as in Volkswagen, for example. I have seen that a lot of settings that I have in my ID7, for example, same platform, same motor, but not all-wheel drive, I have way less settings here that I can adjust. I don't know why that is. The major thing that's missing in this car is I don't have a button for battery preheating. So when I go to the charging window, there's no button where you can preheat, no information how you can charge, and even in the route planner when you navigate somewhere, there's no option to turn off battery preheating or turn it on. So I think it's just on and it doesn't tell you, like in the Q6, but you don't have a battery temperature display. Cruise control, you started with the stock here on the left behind your steering wheel, press the set button and then it's on, and like I said on the indicator stock there's a button to turn off the self-steering, the steering assist or not, and then the distance is also an extra button, and if you want to change the speed, if you do light press, if you do strong press, it's like in the Enyaq, then it goes 10, it's just one press, there's no light and strong, goes 10 kilometers an hour steps. I cannot find a button to change the speed just by 1 kilometer an hour, up or down. All right. Can't find it. Yeah, steering assist is great, same as in Volkswagen and so on. The head-up display is also different. I see different information. I cannot switch what I see. I cannot see my average consumption, my range and stuff like this. It's just one view, and I see the assist system and the navigation, of course the augmented reality part, which also looks different. Now it's time to accelerate the Q4 55 e-tron a bit. I'm going a little straight. We'll go into dynamic mode, which will activate that weird driving sound, and then we accelerate. .45 seconds, and it's verified. That's perfect. That's exactly what Audi says as well. I'm happy with that. Feels pretty good from the standstill. That's good acceleration. But now it's time for the highway. Let's see how loud this car is and how the top speed feels like, which is 180 kilometers an hour. 130. I feel a bit of wind noise. I can hear it. I don't know if it's very windy today. It's not horrible, but a bit of wind noise here. But very comfortable, have the steering assist, cruise control and everything on. 150. More wind noise, so it's not wind. It is the car, but still okay. It's not a Q6, but also not a Kia EV6 that has a lot of wind noise. Okay, time for the top speed. I'm in dynamic mode again, because it really is on now. I can hear it, and let's see. Yeah, totally fine. It's a total difference to the Q6. Q6 at 180, that's nothing. That's like, are you driving or are you standing? What's going on? And here is totally, you can feel the MEB platform. That's just a different, the Q6 is a different league. It's not a car like this. It's totally fine on the highway and top speed. Loudness is fine. It's very stable. Drives great. Driving is amazing. So the main question is the Audi Q4 better than the other MEB platform SUVs? And no, when it comes to driving, I don't see anything or feel anything where it's better. So like an ID.4, an Enyaq and so on. It's also of course not worse. I mean the dynamic mode that you have that sound on, that's a taste thing. The same as that you have your climate and real buttons, but then a smaller screen. Whatever you prefer. I prefer a big map here without having the map on, like in ID4 where I have a big map and then something else, the battery and battery heating, but then I have a smaller cockpit. So it's a total taste thing. The same with the head-up display. I have a lot of information here in the cockpit, but no information almost in the head-up display. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below. And here on YouTube, there's also channel membership. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.